Sadhguruji, one of the things which you say that needs change, which you mention also, is our education system.
100%. Education system doesn't need just a change, it needs a thorough overhaul. Especially now with machine learning. This is something I've appealed to various people in the country. Small changes have happened because still we are under the impression that a half a baby is a half a solution. Half a baby is a nuisance. Half a baby is not a half a solution. No baby, no problem. Half a baby is a nuisance, isn't it?
What is half a baby?
If suppose somebody delivered half a baby and still it's alive, big nuisance or no?
Yeah.
So policies are coming like this, half babies. Because always in a democracy, you have your eye on the next election. This is why it's important, a government has to come with that confidence that it doesn't have to think about next election, it has to think about the country and its well-being. That next election is not my concern, it is important they come to that. Because otherwise, we will never make bold policy making. When I say with education, bold policy making is, see right now here in this school, everywhere in the country it's 12 years schooling. Here I made it 13. Because we are investing so much in art, music, leadership, variety of talents for the above all building a good human being, a multi-dimensional human being. If you had only 12 years, by the time they come to 11, 12, parents get marks mad. They want to get into this institution, that institution. These institutions slowly may lead you to mental institutions. Now, I'm not saying this, World Health Organization is saying that there's going to be a mental health pandemic. Who will go into it? Your children, you better know that. Who is going into the asylum in the next few years? It's your children. It's not some strange people. You think always somebody else's children will go. No, it's our children who will go. Does not necessarily mean you as a person, but we are pushing the next generation there. What is the problem? The problem is the present education system is like an extruder. Everybody is mixed the same way, put into the same extruder, push it, when they come out, like education factory, like spiritual factory,
I know, I was wondering whether you're going to go there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not doing something blindly, I know what I'm doing, all right?
You seem to be a proponent of one nation, one election, or that we should move
Probably
towards
I
that.
was the first one who said that. I don't know before that if anybody had said, I had not heard at least. I think I spoke when? When was this? I don't know, maybe 2008 or something like that, 2008
You
or
do
9.
take bold steps, though you say you're not political, but you do.
No, this is not about politics, this is about the nation. Let's finish the education.
Yeah.
See, when it comes to education, let us say here, this is just a school now, let's say I run a university. I have not gone into that simply because of the number of restrictions. My conscience doesn't allow me to do something that I know is not really working. I will not invest my time and energy in that. Let's say I will teach absolute nonsense and I will charge a bomb. But parents are happy, children are happy. What is the government's business, I'm asking? You think you love the children more than the parents? No government should ever assume that they love the children more than their parents. Parents have the best interest of the children, they may not know many things, but their intention in terms of what should happen to their children is the best that you can think of, right? So, if parents are happy and children are happy, why is it anybody's business?
Standardization, I guess?
What do you want to produce? You want to produce just clerks for your offices? There was a time the education was designed for that purpose. Education was designed mainly to produce clerks because that was the only ambition. Somehow in Her Majesty's service you become a clerk and your life was made. That's how people thought. That is over. Now is the time you must see, first of all, the fundamental purpose of education is to enhance the horizons of an individual, that they can think beyond what they can see right now. If that has to happen, you have to run a totally different type of education and you have to run it in a totally different kind of atmosphere, which is what we're trying to create here. So is this possible that we can do this for 1.4 billion people, their children, I don't know, may add up to some 400 million or something children in the school? I don't know the number, it must be around that, I believe. For 400 million children or 350 million children, can we create those kind of schools? No. So in the name of equality, you're cutting off everybody's legs. Everybody should be 5 feet tall, average, all Indians. If you're 6 feet, we'll cut off 1 foot extra that you have. Is this a solution? In every civilization, in every culture, certain people will always go ahead, either because of their competence or the positions they are placed in or whatever advantage they have. If they don't go ahead, nobody will go ahead. No, you are going ahead of me, that's not right, we believe in equality, so we'll hold you back, we'll all go together. We are not going very far, it's very simple.
Right. Sadhguruji, I'm going to…
If you allow me, if the government allows me today
Huh.
that you start a university and run it whichever way you want, you will see, we'll create a university within 7 to 10 years' time, we'll produce those kind of people that you've not seen.
But the permits and the sanctions and those things will bog you down.
Why should there be a permit for me to educate children? Parents are the permit. The parents feel it's good for their children to be here, that is the permit. Why is the government issuing a permit?
It's the same way as schools, it's the same way as setting up a factory.
So the only
right?
thing they will say is, what about the poor people? If you're so concerned about the poor people, upgrade the government schools. But everything, reduce it to government school level of education because nobody can create quality of that scale. Quality will always be niche. Anybody who thinks we'll create top quality across all these million schools that we have in this country is a fool who doesn't… These are people who have done nothing in their lives except push papers.
Yeah.
If you do something on the ground, you cannot provide same quality of education to every child in the country and in the world, it's not possible. Some things will be ahead, something will be behind, we'll set up some kind of parameters as to who gets in there, who doesn't. Okay, you have an IIT. Now do one thing, this IIT is too much. So let us get it down to the local engineering college, how it's running, the same level, otherwise it'll be inequality, you know? You won't have a damn engineer in the country, that's all.
Yeah.